Okay, and we're about to do, this is still June 21st, 2012, and we are about to run a profile out for the project folders because that's what we did, a project run. If you want to do subdomain runs, it's a little different. You use the var subs, which works with the index subdomains, and we showed you the only difference between vars and var subs is that var subs has this var 3000 for your base domain where pages are uploaded. Okay. But we did all of our work on the vars, and that's what we're going to put up. Okay. And we could copy it all over into the var subs. We could even delete this, make a copy of this, call it vars-subs.csv. Yes, the name must match. And then just simply add in, add in that last column. Just add in a var 3000 and put the base domain. And it doesn't have to be here. It can be at the very, very end of the data as long as there is one. It doesn't matter what order it's in. This could be your var 3000 with the base domain way over here. So it's perfectly fine. Don't have to worry about inserting columns or anything like that. You don't need to know. Okay, and that's all you have to do to make a change. As a matter of fact, let me do it. Delete. Okay, and that was var 3000. So, ready? Copy, paste, and rename it. Got to get it right. Var subs. And I think that's right. And if I'm not sure, just go to your backup, vars-subs. And by the way, it does have var 3000. That's it. That's what it is. Fine. Back to v3, vars-subs. Again, the name must match. Open it. And the only thing I'm missing is that one. Now, let me just show you how to insert a column anyway so you can see it. I'm going to click on B, right click, insert, and stick in var 3000, and I can put in the base domain, which in my case is going to be industry-leaders.net, because that's where I'm going to put the pages on that website. Save it, close it. That's kind of funny. This guy doesn't even know I'm doing this job. And I don't know if I'm going to keep it up or take it down or just offer it to him later when the pages start to rank. Okay, when it starts to show traffic, I can show them. By the way, people say, what if I want to put individual tracking code for these guys to see how to do it? We should, I think we did training on, but if we didn't, keep this in mind. This is simple, statcounter.com. You go there, create an account. If you are not a member, just sign up. Okay, real simple. Give it any kind of a username, email address, full name, just some name, and a password. All right, make your username and your password something you can remember. Accept the terms, hit create account. It's a free account. Then you can log in. So you'll already be a member, get your confirmation email or whatever, log in. And then when you log in, you can see how you get the coding to put on the pages. Where do you put the coding? Watch this. Index and index subdomains, right? That's for the regular projects and that's for the subdomains. Let me right click either one of them. I can hit edit. If you don't see that, hit open with notepad. And then if you scroll to the bottom, guess what? It's going to be a giveaway. It starts off with a tag that says start of stack counter code for default guide is what it's going to say. I use the default guide to install it. And the code runs down until it says end of stack counter code for default guide. So when I got the code from stack counter for this project, I just delete this one, delete the whole tags, the whole thing, bap, and that way you can paste in the new one that you copy from stack counter, the one that it gives you. And again, if you ever screw this up, then just simply go to your backup, get a copy of your index again, or index and index subdomains, sorry. Get the copy, control click maybe, copy, and that way you can come back out here and you can hit paste and you can overwrite. Boom, boom, piece of cake. I didn't make any changes to these, so there wasn't anything I had to do with it. Okay, now I'm going to put this up. So how do I do that? Watch this. Here, I got a profile, and let me just get a profile I already have done already myself for my own purposes. So let me get that one. Copy. Okay, and yeah, you can just copy and paste these all over the place. It's perfectly fine. Let me go into profiles, projects, just for organization's sake. That's how I have it done. Boom. So I don't need this one. I have this one. And yeah, you can do whatever you want with these things. You can copy paste, and rename to any other thing. If I was going to put this up on another website too for backlinking, all that stuff, I could have another website that says your leaders in town, YLIT, your leaders in town, and I can just keep track that way. It's very easy for me to tell what belongs to what by the names. Now I don't have that, so I'm just going to delete it, because then I could open it and edit it. Yeah, I could just open it and edit it to have it do what I needed to do. In my case, what do I need? Why did I copy it? Because it already has the FTP information on it that I saved once for this website. Okay, so here's what it's going to do. It's going to use that index file, index.html is the template, and mix and match it with the stuff from the vars.csv file to create all my pages, thousands upon thousands of them, or however many I say in the file count. It's going to put them here on my computer first, so yes, I can have a shortcut, and I can stick that shortcut on my desktop. If I want to see the pages, I can do that right now. It's C mowg-pro runs. Fine. C mowg-pro runs. Let me send a shortcut to the desktop. It doesn't make a copy of the whole thing. It just puts a shortcut there. Runs. Rename, so I can get rid of all the extra verbiage if I want. Runs. Boom. That way I can see my runs when they get produced. There's no runs in there now because I deleted the old stuff, and I'm going to run this out. So what do I want it called? It's going on this website, industryleaders.net, but it's not going to be Landscaping Washington. It's going to be more like Wisconsin window cleaning. Use anything like that, okay? Because that's keyword optimized, and that relates to the guy's business. Now, whatever you use there has to match the FTP. FTP is going to connect to industryleaders.net by using this information. And it's got to go into the public HTML folder where all my web pages are, and it's got to upload all these pages to, oh, not that, but I want it to upload to here. So let me copy this and paste right over the top of that. Be really careful about the slashes. Don't delete a slash. If this came out with a no slash, then that would actually be public_HTML Wisconsin window cleaning, as though it was one folder, right? So make sure you keep your slashes and everything. Don't have two slashes. That's a mistake. Okay, just make sure it matches. That's all. This and this, the final pieces here, just have to match. They have to be exactly the same thing. Okay? Maybe we'll come out with an upgrade later that always matches that. File is 200, and that's really all I needed to know. Once I have my FTP information in here, by the way, for those of you who are getting mystified by this part, and you're saying, what is FTP? How do I learn what to do with that? Just a reminder, go to our training videos. And in the training videos, look for a video called Setting Up a Domain and Using FTP. It's File Transfer Protocol. Go in there. How to use File Transfer Protocol. It's right here. Watch the video. You can maximize all these videos, by the way. Okay, just so you know. So you can see clearly what's going on. Right? And that just shows you how that works. And you'll understand it. You know, we teach you so you know how it works. All right, I'm going to save it. Now, that's all I needed to do. I needed to give it its own project folder for its own project. And now that's saved. I make sure this is check marked so it uploads. File count 200. I'm just going to do 200 now so that we can wait and watch. Hit next. And all of this is already set. Don't touch any of it, and don't worry about what it says here. It shows you what it cached from the very first time it ever saw the file before. All right? So don't worry that this doesn't update. It doesn't need to. It really doesn't need to at all. So don't worry about anything here. Just save. You know, you can always hit save 100 times. It's never going to hurt anything. If you changed vars, that's advanced stuff. Hit refresh vars, but there's nothing to refresh. Just leave it alone. Hit save. All right, and we're just going to process. And while it's processing, because it's going to go right now, I just hit process. It's going to create all the pages first, 200 of them. Can you believe how fast that moves? It's creating 200. It's going to get me on the front page for like 800 brand new keyword combinations that relate to my business. I'm winning 800 front page results right now on one website. I could just make a copy of my profile for another website, like I showed you, Your Leaders in Town, YLIT, and on that version, change the FTP info for the new website. If I had done that, and I could run it up, like even this, you can open multiple instances of mowg-pro all at once, and you can work on more than one file at a time. Okay, I could have this be what I need it to be with whatever the FTP information is, hit save, put my project name here, put my project name there, make sure they match, then hit next, then hit process, and I can let them run right next to each other, processing at the exact same time. That's perfectly fine. Somebody said, why don't you multi-thread this to go on more than one thread at a time? Because it's uploading, but it's uploading only that fast. And the answer is because sometimes you want your computer to run batch files, you want it to run many of these at once, and maybe it needs to run 5 for just one website, putting projects into different folders of one website all at the same time, or 7 websites. Well, on most FTP accounts, you can only have a maximum of 7 simultaneous threads or 7 simultaneous connections. That's what they are. Threads are different connections. And so just for better control, we only have each one do one thread. Because if this one did 7 threads and you tried to run it at the same time you run another project, then they'll trip over each other and get them locked out of your account. Now the next thing, it created 200 files, but it's still uploading past 200. That's because it has to create a bunch of filler files, sitemaps, index pages, some other stuff. It needs to upload those as well. And one note I want to make right now, before I forget, if you do this on a brand new website, there's one thing that's different. Let me not go there. Let me just go to Internet Explorer. There's one thing that's slightly different that you need to know about, and that's this. If you do this on a brand new website, it will not create the main page of the website for you. You have to do it, which isn't hard. Just you have to do it or your front page is broken. There won't be a front page. So you have to create one real quick out of one of the pages you just made by simply downloading it, renaming it, and uploading it to the right place. How do you do it? That's right. Where did I put it? Oh, where did I put it? I put it somewhere. Might be here. Oh, where was it? Making corrections easily in front page updates. That might be it. I gotta go back. Yeah, creating an index page for your new website. Make sure you see this, okay? Disregard the old style websites you see on here. This V1 and V2, they're older. Don't worry about those, okay? Just watch what it tells you to do and you will understand what it's doing. It's not hard, but that way you'll have a main page on your website. That's very important to do. That way your website has a main page. It needs to have a main page. There, it's done. 286 total files, including all the filler files. It's done. Sitemaps are done. Everything is done. Do we want to see it? Sure. Let's take a look at this. Copy. And then paste. Boom. And we go. All right. Now, your pages, if you do a new website, they won't look like this yet because there's still one thing we did not do that we need to do. And again, don't worry about this because our instructions teach you how to take that block of coding out. You can take this out very easily. The instructions for that, again, just to make sure you know, are right in here. Instruction CSV. And in here somewhere, you could probably do an edit search for 616 or whatever that area code was. And just simply take that bit of coding out of the page, right? Wherever that coding was. Here it is, I think. Yes, this is it. This block of coding has to come off of the page, right? Which is edit or open with Notepad. And then just find it and then match it up. This starts with div ID equals top right, align right. Fine. So wherever this started with that, div ID equals top right, align right. I'll just do this to get it really easy to see. Yes, you can put in line breaks and stuff. It will not harm the page. And it ends with a call, end, a, end div, end div. So where did that end? Yeah, end date, yeah, call, end date, end div, and that's it. I don't want to erase any more than that. So this is it. So I just cut this out, whap, and then pull the stuff up, okay? And that's all I need to do. It doesn't matter about extra white space in here. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Save. And just remember, if you're going to do the subdomains, you need to do the same thing on here too. If you want to get the phone number out or change the phone number to your own phone number, you can do that. That's a piece of cake. Div ID top right through to where is the call, where it said call, end div, okay? Really, it's easy to get to know this stuff once you play with it, okay? That's all you needed to know. That way, if you didn't like your pages and you wanted to rerun them because that was a mistake, that's easy because you can just go delete them and rerun them. We teach you that in the training as well. But here we go. Your pages are not going to look like this yet. And by the way, the image is broken. Do you remember why? I'll show you. FTP. Here's the part you wouldn't have done yet. This is the last part that you need to know just for regular runs into a website you have. Look at this. If I go here, this is FTP, by the way. This is what you'll learn how to do. And there's a folder there called MOWG-V3 files. It's because I uploaded it already. Where did I find it? C drive. That's what it says here. C, MOWG demo, V3. And then right here, I just uploaded that, and that's how I got this. What will your files look like anyway if you don't have it? Let me just break it by putting some extra character in there. Now, if I refresh, that's how it's going to look if you don't upload the thing. Really silly. And you're going to think, what the heck? My pages are broken. And then you'll remember, oh yeah, I got to upload all those images and supporting files. So let's just upload it. And this time, this one does have my image for my guy, my Wisconsin window cleaner, right? It has the image for the guy. So now let's look at my pages. Refresh. Perfect. Everything is there. It says window cleaning WI, just like I wanted it to. That's what's recommended. That's what it is. Click the picture above for the custom window washing business plan covering Iversville, Wisconsin. And window washing business plan was one of my keywords, right? And so I would have taken it out because who needs business plan in there? You know, that would have been a keyword that either I would have dropped or the client would have dropped. But either way, take a look at this. You click the image. It goes through to the guy's website, gets people there with the idea that they're in the right place for what they were told. What, you know, and again, that's the keyword. It's up here too. I would have just not had that keyword in there. Okay. If I click any of these other links, it brings up another page talking about something else that's also going to rank on Google. Okay. And again, it says click the photo above for the best window washing window blinds serving Anawa, Wisconsin. And you click and it's still the same thing, right? That's how all this works. By the way, here you go down here. Industryleaders.net for all of my different keywords. I don't need the geo-targeting in there. I can take it out. We teach you how to do that. Or I can leave it in if I want. It's up to me. And all that is a backlink to industry-leaders.net. It could have been on any other site, and it's still a backlink there. Opens in a new tab. Okay? Now, all of it's got linkage for all of the keyword optimization. Everything is cool. And what's the last thing I wanted to say about this, the sitemap? Look at this, sitemap. If we hit that, it shows me a master sitemap with all my projects, and one of them, the one I just entered, is the bottom one in the list. Wisconsin Window Cleaning Master Sitemap. If I click it, I see all the individual organized sitemaps for each part of what I just put up. And they all have their own pages, and they're all optimized for the verbiage on the page, completely cool. This is why it ranks in Google. Black Wolf, Wisconsin, MT Window Washing Company, whatever that is. Bellois, Wisconsin, Window Washing, Davitt Supplier, whatever that is. Those are the keywords, right? Where I would have cleaned up my list first, but there you have it. And so there you go. Window Washing, Davitt, covering Bellois, Wisconsin. It's all perfect. The URLs and the wording on the pages all match up perfectly, and they all lead you to that guy. Could be anyone. It could be a ClickBank hop link, like I say. Anything I want to say still leads me to that guy. If they click this, it's the same thing. It goes to the same place. Okay, so it doesn't matter if they click the link or the image. Some people say, can I put a YouTube video in there first, you know, with the image below it, or take the image out, just have a YouTube video? Yeah. If you know how to get the embed code for a YouTube video and stick it on the page, you just do that. What page does it go on? Well, the page, the index.html page that you would edit to put the YouTube video on, and you would know a little about coding for that. Or if you did it for subdomains, then there's the one you would do for subdomains. You probably do it for both. Okay? Boom. Now, that's it. Isn't that crazy? Now, somebody said, what is the keyword? Well, if you're looking at the page like this, this is the main keyword. Anawa, Wisconsin, washing window blinds. And then there's a dash, and then it says other stuff like best recommended or top choice, and then it gives a company name. Okay? The keyword is whatever you see here. On a different page, it's whatever you see here. It's the same thing, right up to the dash. Now, if you're looking at Google results for the site, and you're trying to understand what you're showing up for, let me just show you, google.com. We're going to do a site, industry-leaders.net, and we see 13,500 pages for different projects, but landscaping company, plumbing, because Google hasn't found those pages yet and accepted them. If I tried this for like window washing, I'm sure I won't see any because I didn't put any up for window washing that Google has discovered yet. This is the first run I did, and I just did it. It's going to take Google a while to find these pages. That's what I mean by you got to wait. You could submit the sitemaps to Google. Somebody says, where's the sitemap at? I mean, we teach you how to do this anyway in our training, how to submit the sitemap to Google. But just to show you really fast, every master sitemap.html with all these sub sitemaps, if you go to a master-sitemap.html and you change .html to .txt, it gives you all the URLs that belong to that run you just did. All of them that are all of these combined. Every one of those URLs is right here. So this is the link you submit to Google Webmaster so it can find all those pages that belong to all of these that are all about window cleaning. That all belongs to this latest project I just did. Every one of these has its own stack of projects with its own master sitemap, with its own .txt. Okay, and I'd be submitting all these to Google Webmasters if I'm trying to speed up the indexing. That's how you do it. And we teach you how again in the training videos. Okay, and so that's pretty much it. There's more stuff here, but you don't really need to know it. You can go through the videos later and see it, except that's right. I want to show one last thing. Google.com. Okay, industryleaders.net. Okay, and no, they don't go on my website. You're going to put these up on your own websites, whatever they are, right? This is the keyword. Forget the first one. That's just the main page. I did it for myself, but take a look. Leaky, Texas. Plumbing quotes, that's a keyword. Seattle WA Landscape Company, that's a keyword. Forget the what we do bit, we've been around, but these are just like main pages. Go a little deeper if you want. Austin, Texas Master Plumber, that's a keyword. Seattle Landscaping Jobs, that's a keyword. Ballinger, Texas Emergency Plumbing Service, that's a keyword. And it goes on and on through pages after page after page after page after page. And how does it work? Do this, highlight this part. Okay, that's the keyword, Bayside, Texas Plumbing Companies. Right click, copy, go to a new tab, Google, paste it in, and you're probably going to find yourself either at the top or among the top entries. Look at this, here I am, right above me are ads. These two are ads. Maybe you can see the background color, or at least the top one. Actually, the top one's an ad, this guy is not. He's got me beat. Shucks. Oh, well. Oh, this is mine. This is not. Well, anyway, here I am, number 2. This is why I do it on multiple websites also, so Google can show you multiple times. See all the Google Places here? See how we're beating Google Places? And all our these guys are paying to be here. We're not. We're right here for free. Click that. It goes here. Link's broken. Got to go back and see why. But nonetheless, the point is, and I should fix that. And it's a dummy pointing at my page. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, point is, on one website you can show up 1 or 2 or 3 times on the front page for whatever keyword. When you do it on multiple websites, you can take over a lot of the front page. If you want to get to Google Places too, fine, that's separate, do it. What we do is different than that. We deal with these organics here. But there you go. So there's another keyword. Barry, Texas plumbing quotes. Copy it. I may or may not be up for all these things. I'm probably not up for all of them. I'm probably up for something like 3/4 of them. But there I am. I'm the top guy for this one. See, so those of you trying to show clients results, what do? You just take a list, copy the keywords onto a text file every time you show up on a front page. Just copy, paste, and if it works and you're here, then you can say that goes on my list. So just keep a list, right? And then just go get all your other keywords you show up for. Just get 10 of them, 20 of them. Then you can show a guy and say, I'm showing up for thousands of front page results. Here's a sample of 20. And the guy will buy, flat buy. And if you put visitor tracking on for that project, then every time someone goes to that project, okay, and they click or not, because I got a redirect link down here, the way I just have it set up, then we can see that traffic in our Stack Counter account, where we can see real-time traffic by signing in and looking at the project. I want to teach you all that now because they do a really good job of showing you how to do it easily. There's even a live demo, but you can just do it. It's free. And you can see the traffic comp, and you can show the guy a screenshot of the traffic. You know, I've got screenshots of traffic in different places. I forget where, but maybe here on this page and maybe not. But I do. I have screenshots of traffic. Okay, I took it off because it was just too confusing for people to see. But I got screenshots up that people have seen at different times. And it just shows them, yeah, whatever. Yeah, there. It's results like this. In Stack Counter, I just took a screenshot of this thing so I could just show them some visits that came on a day for different keyword combinations. And I said, hey, I just did a sample project. If you want me to really build it up, pay, and I'll create thousands more pages and you'll get lots more traffic. Got it? So you can even do the runs first, make them rank, make them get some traffic, and then use that as leverage to show a couple of guys and say the first guy to buy it gets it. There you go. You can make a living now. You can make a living now, just knowing that. Somebody said, how do you change the destination URL? There's the answer. There is one more thing in here, and that's this, redirect.html. Edit or open with Notepad. There you go. Where does your redirect HTML point to? Right there, the URL equals, and then you have the website. That's where it's going to point. And then again, your Stack Counter code, which you can change project by project for everything you run out. Well, the point is now what? Every time you upload this thing, this is where the pages point. So if the guy quits paying, just download that one page from FTP. All you have to do in here, MOWG v3 files. Okay, there it is. There's all the stuff. There's my redirect.html. I can download it. Okay, and wherever I downloaded it to, right into my v3 folder, for instance, I can just right click, open with Notepad or edit, and then just change this to something else, close it, and then just upload to overwrite. Upload to overwrite. Boom. And now I can get out of there, disconnect, close, and guess what? All those pages I just created point somewhere else now. Okay? And that's really it. That's really it. Now, in my case, it wasn't doing that, it was going somewhere else, but that's just because I have my projects doing something else on that website. The way you have yours, that's the way it's set up, that's the way it works, that's the ease of it. That's how you do it, and there you have it, and that's cool. And let me see. If you're ever missing anything, let me know. It's all good. It all works. And let me just see one last thing. Industry leaders done that. Let me do my sitemap. Let me do this. let me do any one of those pages. Just want to make sure of something. View source. Wait. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, I just had that going right to his webpage. I could have had it going to the redirect, and that's what you would do, and we train you that further in the training. I forgot about that stuff. The fact of the matter is, you would have the redirect be the redirect link. In your vars, if you're doing redirects, either you're going to point right through to the guy, and that's what I showed you, and that's what you needed to see. If I wanted to go to the redirect page, though, how do I do it? I make sure it goes to the redirect page, and so it's going to be like this. industry-leaders.net/ right, mowg-v3-files/redirect.html. Okay, boom. And that way it will always go through the redirect, so I only have that one file to deal with. All right, that's what I forgot to tell you, and now you know. Okay, that way we'll always click through that redirect file on the way to the website, so you can change just that one redirect file, like I just showed you, to always have it point to someone else if the first guy doesn't continue to pay, or this time comes up and he doesn't pay again, maybe because he's got so much traffic he doesn't need to pay. And so you can just change it to someone else and keep going. Piece of cake. All right, there's more stuff to learn. Definitely more stuff to learn. What I showed you was enough. You can start making a living. If you want to fine tune and get better and know more stuff, go to the training videos. All right, especially if you want to fill in. You know, watch these things. Watch some of these things anyway. Watch what this is, speeding everything up. See what that is. See what the additional ranking speed power is. Get curious. You know, using mowg-pro, Mowg toolbar to make a massive website. Wow, that's got to be interesting. You can get into that. Make affiliate clickbait links or someone else's webpage in your own webpage, website, and backlink websites. Watch that. See what that's all about. It's fascinating what you can learn about this. These are some of the latest improvements. You can sort of understand how far things have come as we've gone along. We've been building this stuff up for 4 years. What to choose, ANSI or UTF-8. That's when you create your own projects. How to use vars more than once in your URL breakdown. Different things like that. How to redirect broken pages to any web page. 404 error redirection. How to do it. Now make money by simply handing out the free 10-day Mowg trial key. Why not watch that? Especially if you want to earn some side money. And then some guys actually promote this thing. You know, and they actually do that on their own websites. This is all good stuff to watch. You'll learn a lot about SEO. You'll learn a lot about how the software works. You'll learn a lot about just how much power you have to change things and do things. It's really incredible software. There is nothing like it that anyone's seen yet. We've had guys ask. There's nothing like it. If you ever want to get it, just go to mowg-pro.com and just hit do it yourself to own it and get it and run it for yourself. Or if you want us to do work for you, click here and see what we can do for you. Okay? And that's cool. So there you go. Different things that can be done. All right. You just learned in a few hours how to make a new living. By the time you get done playing with it, just like starting a job, the first day or two, you're going to be all thumbs. You're going to be trying to get used to it. But after that, heck, you can just do it in your sleep. I mean, it's really easy. You start a project. You get an image, stick the image in here with a name. Then you come out, you open this thing, your vars.csv, say put the image in there, name of a company, where you want the web pages to point through to, what your geo-targeting is from that other file we have or from any list of city-states that you have. Keywords go in here, get copied again, and then get copied again here, and then on the root get copied in, and then we replace spaces with dashes. And then we just take 20 of them and put them here, or not there, just the VAR 2000 series. Don't change VAR 1, that's not right. Just the VAR 2000 series is it. And then when you're done, hit save, hit close, and then what do? You just open the profile that corresponds with the domain that's all set up, and you just give it a new name for the project, and that's it. Hit save, hit next, hit go. And by the way, if I want to create 200 more pages right now, because that's what I said, 200 pages. If I want to create 200 more that go in here, I can do it. Just hit next, hit process. And guess what it's going to do? create 200 new pages on top of the first 200. Now there's 400 pages. That's like 1,600 front page results in the next 1 to 3 months. Okay? And that's awesome. Just awesome, incredible power. You can do run after run after run for anything you want to sell. While that's working, I can already get around to changing this for another project. Then I can open another copy of the same thing and I can just run it again for a new project. I can literally do it now while it's working. I can do another project right now, just some other domain name, hit save, hit next, hit process. I can just do several at once. I can keep doing this for the next month to 3 months while the traffic starts to really pick up behind me. Throw enough mud against the wall, even for yourself, and you're going to make a killing. Start throwing up mud against the wall for clients. They're going to come back for more. Maybe give them an easy in. Give them a cheap first starter run, just enough for them to see a trickle of traffic and enough for them to say, oh, wow, I see where this is going. I want a lot more of that. How much would you charge me to do something really professional, something large? And then for those of you who really get into this stuff and you know a thing or two about coding, or you're an SEO guy or a website designer, then on the training videos, learn the rest of it. Learn how to use the toolbar along with mowg-pro to create your own massive websites and backlink what you want, right? For any website you want, just like the vivodesigns.net example we showed, where we created the pages that were not the UAP pages, but they were that website's branding, that website's look, feel, everything about it. We just created thousands more of those pages, either on that website or another or both, and that's fine. So there you have it. Final thing is, if you cannot see the screen fully because your monitor is too small to see all of this, then just hit the maximize button once or twice. You'll see a scroll bar on the side. You can scroll down. That way you can hit the buttons down here at the bottom. Okay? That's it. That's the entire training series. So now you know what's going on. By the way, the sitemaps, when it creates new pages, then it updates the sitemap. The sitemaps now are updated to the new sitemaps. I'll show you what I mean. But the old sitemaps are not lost. Watch this. Okay? I just created more pages in this. Or was it this? It's whichever one I just did. Did I just do this? Texas Plumbing. I thought I did the other one. Oh, here it is. Wisconsin, we don't want to master sitemap. Take a look. It created new sitemap. It renamed the old one to master sitemap 1. That's the old one. That has our last batch of this stuff. And then what it did was put the new pages we created here. That way, as the Google bots come through, they're always seeing the newest pages first. All the new pages and all these new sitemaps, they're seeing first. This is the older ones, but we kept them there anyway, so Google can find them still. It's the link to the sitemaps, the individual sitemaps, so it just cascades. If I do another run, guess what? It'll do a sitemap with a link to sitemap 1. When you click it, it's going to have a sitemap with a link to sitemap 2. And it just keeps on going. Never orphans the links. All the links stay connected, and Google loves that, and that's awesome. That's how powerful this stuff is, and that's why it keeps adding up to more traffic as you go. All right, hope you enjoyed the series. The quickest way to make money with it. You should be able to take off. There's no excuse for not doing it. You can put a couple of projects up. Just show people 1,000 pages you created. Show them some of the front page results. We showed you how to do that. And that's all you need to show anyone. They'll drop 25 on you for 1,000 pages. They'll drop 50. They'll drop 75. They'll drop 100. And the fact of the matter is, I had a guy close 2 deals in one day. One for 2,500 down, 2,500 to follow after the first, I think it was 5,000 pages get indexed. He paid $1 a page. He paid half down, half when the pages got indexed. Another guy, same day or like overnight, he paid $750 down and $500 a month. And those are pages on a site that the guy who put them up can control. So if the guy doesn't keep paying his $500 a month, fine. You already did the work. The pages are already live and ranking and they're drawing traffic. Redirect them to the next guy. Piece of cake. So you can just sell the same pages to the next guy. He'll drop $750 down and $500 a month. When he quits paying, redirect those pages to the next guy. He'll drop $750 down, $500 a month, or $2,000 down and nothing a month, or whatever it is you want to charge. It's easy to make a living with Mowg. Okay, hope this helped. Take care and study the rest of the videos anytime you feel like learning more. All right.